Hey, some of you might be planning some New Year's resolutions coming up here. It might have to do with weight loss or just changing your lifestyle, changing the way you eat in the new year. It's pretty common resolution. And I want to ask you, why? Why are you doing that? Why? Zane Griggs here, by the way. And I want to ask, what is your reason for wanting to make that change? Okay, what's that reason that's going to be big enough? Hey, Gary, what's your reason that's going to be big enough to say, I'm not going to do that? Is your why big enough? What's your why? What's your reason? Because, when it comes to your why, let's face it, size matters. And your why has to be big enough for you to say no to reacting to, when whether it's going out with your friends for a good time, or someone says something hurtful to you, or it's just a stressful time at work, and that may be one of your triggers, and you end up diving into a bag of chips, a carton of ice cream, or a bottle of wine, or maybe all three. But if you're gonna be successful with this resolution, with this plan to lose weight, you're going to need your why to be bigger than those triggers. Okay, you gotta be bigger than those triggers. Hey, anyway, never mind. Bigger than anything that would set you off, okay, and send you off plan. It has to be more important to you. Now, if your why is an event like a graduation, a wedding, something that, a vacation, maybe something you want to look good for, that's great. That might get you started, but you may want to think past that, because once that event comes, and even if you hit your goal weight by that event, that's great. But what's going to keep you going and maintaining that weight? What's going to keep you going past that event so that it really becomes a lifestyle, and you're not back at the same place you were, again, in January that you were this year. So because it will come back. If you don't manage it, it will come back, and you know that. It will come back at you. So your why has got to be big enough to take you through. It's got to motivate you enough. So I'd say, if it's an event, that's great, but think past that. Think something bigger. And it could be as simple as your health. It could be wanting to play with your kids, your grandkids, wanting to travel all the time and not, whatever that is that makes you, that stirs your passion, okay, that motivates you beyond the moment and will motivate you beyond a moment of weakness. Because let's face it, if you're cheating on your diet, if you're going off plan a couple times a week, you're probably not going to make a lot of progress. It's not going to be very effective. It's going to be very slow, if any. And so, you've got to be on, 90% of the time. You've got to be on plan to really make headway. So make sure your why is big enough, okay, to help you overcome those triggers, and then get that why where you can see it pretty much all the time, especially when you might be in a place to make those decisions. So put it on your fridge, put it on your pantry, put it at your desk, make it a screensaver on your phone, so that when you're out or wherever you are, we're all always looking at our phones, it's going to be in front of you all the time. It's like a goal, like a big goal, big important goal. Your why motivates you to reach for this goal. So it starts with the reason, the motivation, the why. That's where it begins, and so that's where you need to begin, and you need to make that at the forefront or to reach the goal. Okay? Got it? And we all make the goals, but none of us really line out, really clarify and make it a visual, make our reason something visual, something that's really in front of us all the time to remind us. Because if it isn't, you're going to have a hard time when those triggers come. And the decision has to be made. And since, previous to this, it's been a bad habit. It's been a go-to. It's been, that's it, I'm going off plan, forget it. And it's not even a thought. So you've got to be able to have something big enough and visible enough to interrupt your bad habit, to interrupt that process that's already in place, so you can make that change. And you make it for good. Okay? So, hey, if you have any comments, please leave them below. If you have your why, if you know your why, what your big reason is for keeping you on track, please put it in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. I'm sure other people would love to benefit from that. And if you know someone else who would benefit from it, please share. I'd love to have more people thinking about this their why as they go into their new year. So talk to you later.